Hi, Noelia. How are you?
How are you? Great. We're pleased to be here with all of you, and we're going to talk to Nomad Visa.
Me
So,
too.
great. You?
Okay,
How's
yes, because we did with Juan like in the beginning of Nomad Visa, we did a live, but since the law is the same, but things have been changing regarding criteria that in the beginning they said that they will follow, right? So I wanted you and Marta, you are always seeing, especially the problems. As lawyers, we see good things, but especially we see the difficulties because it's when sometimes they come to us. So I think it's good to share with everyone especially everything we are going to review nomads, but especially what we see that is not working, right? Like employees that Noelia will explain now. And of course, if someone is watching this stream and they tell us what is happening to them, that will help everyone. So we are always also seeing the like the chats, the Facebook groups, everything, because maybe something has not happened to our clients, but it's happening to someone else, and we are always checking what are the experience of everyone and what is especially not working, because when something is working, we know there is no problem. But what is difficult to us is when we go to the meetings with immigration, like Noelia was yesterday in one, they say something, but afterwards they don't follow what they say because they are a little bit disorganized and they have new people, and really everything was not very coordinated between social security and immigration and taxes also, because we are not specialized in taxes, but we see that Beckham law, that is a very good benefit for the people that apply for nomad visa. But for example, the tax agency in Spain has not published yet like the specific
Yeah,
form to apply for
right.
Beckham law. So we see all these kind of things that is a lack of coordination between agencies in Spain and also between agencies in other countries, because the problem that we all know, or well, all maybe not, but we have all shared in the groups, is that employees from all around the world except UK maybe and Russia uh, are not able to get the document from Social Security that immigration asks in order to apply for the nomad permit. You yesterday, Noelia, you were telling me that yesterday they said that the UK is starting to put problems also, right?
Yeah, at first they were giving it without any issues, but now they are just granting it for 1 year, and they are asking again for the company, which it's going to be here in Spain, but in Nomad Visa there are no a company like in another permits, like intraempresa, like when we transfer
A
a
company.
worker. Yeah, when we transfer from a different state to work here in another company, but in Spain, that's the biggest problem. But yeah, the United Kingdom is starting to give it for just 1 year, and Russia, on the other hand, it's giving it for 5 years, which is great. We love Russia in that kind of matters.
Only
Only,
that kind
only,
of.
only in that. Exactly. And yeah, it's been difficult in that sense because it's always easier when they are freelancers, as we already Juan, I think he told about.
Yes, because let's explain. So Nomad Visa, just to do like an introduction, Nomad Visa, as you all know, is a permit that you can apply to work in Spain, but remotely. So your clients should be outside. So in the beginning, also a company, and you are an employee, was valid. You have your company in wherever, the US, and you work remotely as an employee. This is not working for us to apply for the Nomad because of this social security document that they want, in which they transfer the employee from the US in this case, or whatever country, to Spain. We are very familiar with these kind of documents because we have always used them for intra-company, right,
Yeah.
Noelia? And what the US and a lot of social security agencies from other countries has said is that is not this is for intra-company transfers, is not for Nomad. So we have been focused in freelancers, in contractors, because
Exactly.
this is what is working, because they don't ask for this social security document, right,
No.
Noelia? What they ask is to enroll in social security in
Yes.
Spain.
Yes, to submit, we need a compromise saying that once they have the approved, the permit approved, and before they start their work, they have to register and to enroll in the social security system in Spain, because they are working for another company that which is not in Spain, but they are doing it from Spain. So the government says, okay, you're going to do it, but you have to be registered and pay taxes. And that's why we were telling everything about the Beckham law, and all the benefits that they are trying to
To
invest.
implement, yes.
Yeah, in order to promote all this nomad visa to get here, which is great. So yeah,
So
and we
just to clarify, or to give you a benefit from this, is that because you become a freelancer in Spain, you also have public health insurance. That means
yeah.
that you don't need a private one. Even in Spain, they are not that expensive as in other countries. But in any case, you don't need it. You have access to the public health. So you and your family, which is
Yeah.
important, not only you. You know that with the Nomad visa, you can bring family, you can bring a husband or wife, and you can bring
Okay.
children, or even older sons or daughters that are older than 18, if they depend on you. Okay, so all of them, we will get health, public health, which is very
Yeah,
good.
we don't have to hire any health insurance for them. And like you said, they are covered from the social security, which is great, because in case something happens, God doesn't want it, you're covered. So it's great. In the other hand, people who doesn't have, who haven't had I mean, if you're not a freelancer, if you're an employee, you will have to get the health insurance, because you need it, because you are not going to get registered in the social security.
Yes, so for the people right now from UK and Russia,
Exactly.
that,
For
that are
example,
the
the
ones that can do as an employee.
they will not be covered from our social security, but we help them to do a health insurance, and they will be covered as well.
Yes, we
That's
will help
private.
you.
So
And the good thing is that it's not expensive in Spain. So
no.
something that is also important is that family can work. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's not that you come as a principal, as the Nomad, but your family member will be able to work as an employee or as a freelancer. Really, there is really
From
is
Spanish people, for a Spanish
yes,
company, which is
it
also
is
great.
more, yeah, really is more flexible for the family member. Okay, because you as a Nomad, you can only work for clients in Spain. It can be at 20% of your income. Okay, only as and only as freelance, and they are your clients. As a family member, if you want, you can be an employee to a Spanish company, or you can also be a freelance, but you can get 100% of your income from Spain if
Yeah.
you want. So it's a little bit more flexible for the family member.
Yeah.
So sometimes when both of you are nomads, sometimes it's better just for one of you apply, okay, as a nomad, and the other one as a family member, because you will have more flexibility. So if one of you is planning on working for a Spanish company in the future, we have to think about, that is what the lawyers, what we do. So normally you have several options. You can come as a principal, as a nomad. You can come as a family member. We have to check what is better for you, what is more beneficial in your short and long-term goals. But we have a problem with the family because this I want to be focused in this stream in problems. Okay, problems with the family, Noelia.
Yeah,
That
we have.
well,
Yeah.
tell us
Something that,
about.
yeah, we're a little bit mad just because one of our clients came here with her partner. They were not married and not registered. They were just a couple, but they had children, common
Children
children.
in common.
Yeah. And usually, if you present proofs that they are together, we really present proofs. They should grant it because they are a couple, and they didn't. They say it was not enough, and we had a denied. So it's always easier if you are married or registered in your origin country. But we have learned from our mistakes, and we know that in these cases the best thing is to prove even more. We are trying to
Well,
figure. We are trying to figure out this particular case, and in the future, that's what we're going to do. Try it with all the birth certificates from the children, with photos even from the relationship, with everything that you can imagine that can be approved.
so we are appealing this case
Yeah,
because
we're. It
this
doesn't make
case
sense.
has so many evidences, okay? But if you came to me right now as a couple, okay, and you don't have children together and you don't have apartments together, you don't have just the relationship, I wouldn't recommend you to come as a family member because even that the law recognizes this,
Yeah, we're not.
immigration, the Unión de Grandes Empresas, so the one that is resolving highly qualified and nomads, are difficult with this because this is not new. With the highly
Yeah,
qualified, I had always have problems with families that are not with a marriage certificate, okay? Because if you know, in Spain, there are two main immigration offices, what we call Régimen General, okay? And the one from Ley de Emprendedores, that is Unión de Grandes Empresas, that they take the intra-company, nomads, highly qualified. And these ones, they have always
but
put problems with this kind of situation, with the student, and with this case, with this case, which is so strong. If we need, we will go to the court because this not only for these clients, of course, it will open the
wait.
legal way, which you already have it, but they are not giving you the real right. So
Yeah,
we will open the path for all the other families that don't
yeah.
have a marriage certificate.
Because I mean, if the proof of having children isn't enough, you can tell me what it is. I mean, how can we prove
Exactly.
that if it doesn't enough? So yeah, we're doing it, and if we don't get an answer, a favorable answer, we will go to court for sure.
Exactly. So, Noelia, any other? Yeah, the problems about the payments,
And the
Noelia. This is
financial
very
means, yeah,
important.
I was
Telling
writing.
us, yeah,
I'm also writing an article about that. Well, you have to, when we apply for Nomad visa, we have to submit a contract, which has to be 3 months at least. You have to be working for the same company or different companies if you're a freelancer for the last 3 months. And about the financial means, there has been a lot of debate, and yesterday they were talking about that because yesterday there was a conference, as Ainhoa said, for the administration that resolves these kind of cases, and they were telling that the most important thing is that the contract, I mean the payments you receive from your company, has to be at least 30,000 euros. If you have between 27,000 and 28,000, they are going to approve it if you have economical other sources of
like savings, right?
yeah. But if you are under that 27, thousand, even if you have more money, they are not going to grant it because you have to get like two times the minimal payment here in Spain, which is 15,000 euros per year. So the minimum they are accepting for payments that comes from your company or your companies, it's 27,000 euros per year. If you have 20,000 euros per year and you have savings, I mean, at least that they arrive to 30,000, you can do it. But if you have less than 27,000, you cannot do it from your company. I mean, if
Yes.
you have that money, we can do another permit like non-lucrative, but not a Nomad.
Okay, but what I see about the problems is that the one that we have with this client that got payments from
Yeah,
PayPal and they were not recognizing those, which is a
yeah,
problem because I get payments from PayPal, so it's very
classes.
usual for people that work remotely because PayPal is like very fast and very I don't know,
Yeah,
easy. I feel
it's an
that
easy
is
way. Yeah, but at first, that's a change that has been. At first, when they approved it in December, they were asking for the invoices, all that kind of documents. But now, what they are asking is for bank certificates of the last 3 months where appears the payments of the company so that they can see that the transfer is real. And that's the problem because this client has PayPal payments, and they were saying that they were not proof, like we said, proof enough for the payments. And we
in
are
this
also
case,
appealing.
yes, in this case, I don't agree. So it can be verified that the invoice matches with the quantity and the person that sends from the PayPal. Sometimes the PayPal is under a name and the invoice is to a company, and that could be a problem. But there is a way to match that person, the person that is sending the payment from the company to the company. But we say this because even if we see that is completely good to apply in this situation, we know that it's going to give problems. So if we can avoid that, because we have a denial with payments from PayPal. So on the one hand, we are trying to fix it, but on the other hand, we are afraid to tell our client, another client, to do it like this until it's solved. So we are waiting, and in any case, we will always fight for these kind of cases because if you
Yeah,
only have
it's a problem.
PayPal payments and is this your situation, we need to fight with this because it's completely normal to get payments. But the
And
problem about, yeah, sorry, about
because
immigration is that they are very slow recognizing what is not like super normal for them, which people in immigration in Spain are old, a lot of them resolving, and they maybe don't know what
no
is
one is
PayPal.
PayPal, yeah, and because it's not fair. I mean, maybe here in Spain the easiest way it's from bank certificates, from transfers, but other people maybe in the United States they are paid by PayPal. Why do they have? Even some people in the United States, that's very common, they don't have even a contract. What we do if you come to us is that we create a contract.
We
We
draft it.
in it that is not anything false because you are having a relationship. We do it formal. We do a writing saying this relationship, this labor relationship started in I don't know, 2019, but we signed this to recognize the relationship we have been keeping.
Even
So
the invoices, a lot of clients don't have invoices. Yes, they
exactly,
get the payments every month, and that's all. And we create the invoices. So
yeah.
because immigration wants,
Once you
and
see the pay,
especially Spain is a like it's a country that wants a lot of documents, which
yeah,
a lot of
most
them
of
are
them.
not necessary, but they want them.
Exactly. Most of them are not necessary even. So yes. And well, I think another problem, but not a problem, is for the company you work for or companies, you have to prove that they have 1 year of real activity. In some cases, in big companies, they are like putting some troubles saying that they don't have access to that kind of documents. We always use the dates of incorporation. Maybe in the United States that's common, or taxes from 2022,
But
2020.
Noelia, if this is something that I always have doubts. When you are a freelancer, you also have to prove that the client has existed for a year. No, that is only for employees, right? Or
We always try, but what usually happens to freelancer is that they in their own our company. I have one which is so nice. He's so nice, and he has his own company, and we are using it because that's the company. But if we can just in doubts, we always try to prove that the companies have 1 year too. But sometimes they can, because maybe you work for free if you are a freelancer, so just win one, we're good.
yeah, but for example, you are talking about that this is important also, is a very good point. So people that has their own company, okay, we are bringing them as a freelancer, which is not
Yeah,
exactly freelancer, but is them and their company is their client, and because no,
yeah,
and we do it like that.
yeah.
But if we have a freelancer with particular clients or companies, okay, but a real freelancer which they
Yeah.
he doesn't or she doesn't have the company, um, we don't show from every client that they
No,
have
no.
existed for a year. That was only for employees, right?
Yeah, exactly. For example, if the freelancer has a company itself or himself, we do it with his own company. And as we said, if he have 5 companies, we are not asking them to show that they have been working for 1 year. So no, in
Okay.
that case, we don't need it. Only for employees.
Okay. Can we
Uh,
put in any other problem or change of criteria?
no, I don't think so. I have my writings here. Well, they change always, the change that they made for criminal records, and now it changed it. Before it was 5 years of residency, now it's just 2 years and a draft saying that you have no criminal records, that we do it. So, and I think no, maybe well, when you do Nomad visa, you have to prove that you have a university title, or that you have 3 years of experience in the same profession that you are working now. Maybe in the experience, at first they were taking contracts, and now it seems like they prefer letters from the last employee saying that they work for.
Ah,
But
for
if we have,
experience.
yeah,
Perfect.
but if we have both, better. But with
Yeah,
one,
it's like exactly. It's like degree or experience. I prefer to show both, but it's not mandatory, and we have done without degrees because this is a situation that the clients are a little bit worried when they don't have a degree or a master's degree,
yeah,
and we have already have approvals without degree or master's degree. But it's true
the most
that
of
if
them.
we can, we show both.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. With 3 years, we're good. We have like a lot of people who doesn't have a title, so no worries about that. As long as we have experience, we're good. And just to say, because we are talking about travels, but we have like we were counting like more than 30 grantings. I mean, we're talking to a
Oh,
province
of
because
course.
we
Yeah,
are
yeah.
that's from where we learn for the
Yeah,
future.
we have a
But
lot of approvals. Maybe I did an interview to an
see, for
approval.
Ali, my
Yeah.
client, I love her. I love you, Ali,
May,
for sure.
maybe in 2 weeks we do another interview. So of course we are going to share the good things,
Good. Yeah,
which are
but
more,
bad.
but
Yeah,
this is just to share problems. And if someone wants to, so I see uh, there are no comments. I don't see that there are comments or questions. Maybe it's because of the hour. But if you want to put a comment with your question or with any problems you have had, a denial because of whatever or a requirement because of whatever, do it because it helps all of us to see
to learn.
what is happening, okay? And we can do, if we see an interesting question or problem, we can even do a live focusing on that interesting question or problem, because we are learning every day. And I think in the future they will do something for employees. I think they have to come
We have
up
to
with a
solve that.
solution,
Yeah.
because a lot of people are employees, and we are bringing them with any other possibilities, like, for example, highly qualified. We can, I don't know, all others are non lucrative, because this is what we used to do when there was no nomad visa.
Yeah.
Bring them with non lucrative and doing a commitment that they don't work in Spain. The problem is that non-lucrative is applied from consulates, and criteria from consulates switch a lot from one to others, and they can very picky with these kind of things of working, because they are afraid that you work in Spain. So that's why we thought that nomad visa was the solution, and it's been a solution. We bring a lot of people,
Yeah.
but still a lot of people as employees that they need the solution with some other immigration permit. Okay, Noelia, I think we
Yeah.
have covered everything. I don't like to do very long
Well,
um, streams, because I know everyone has things to do. But we are going to do, I promise, every week. So maybe they are shorter, but we keep updating people, not only about Nomad. We will do of any other permits that we do, and also in Spanish. So thank you, Noelia, for being here
here,
with us. You
always.
can leave us. There are some comments now or no? Yeah. There is a comment here. Are they working on a solution of US based? That is what I said. That I
Yeah.
think I now they are a little bit lost, but I think they will be giving us some solution. MLA base, okay, they are very picky, exactly. In
Yeah.
California,
They
LA or San Francisco, they are very picky regarding doing non-lucrative working as an employee. So in this case, we will have to find some other solution. Of course, we can always try. I always offer to my client to try to fight this. But the problem about fighting is that sometimes we waste time, we lose time, because fighting is time. It's going to the court, or it's going
yeah.
to the appeal.
Yeah.
But
Also, so it depends on on the person who does it, because Marta, who is the lawyer, or the other lawyer, we have two the same cases. It was the same, and
yeah,
I got it approved, and she denied, and on the other way around. So, and it's the same, but it depends something on the person who is seeing it.
what I'm recommending to, if they can, but it comes more expensive, huh? For US employees, this case, employees from the US, is maybe using an employer of record. You can contact me and I can explain it. The problem is that there must be an agreement, okay, between the employer on record and the company or you, and of course there is a cost in social security, because you come as a highly qualified. So even if I'm recommending this, I have only done it once, because in some other cases we have found other solutions cheaper for our clients.
Yeah, we always found one. That's great.
Okay. For example, even coming as a student, now students can also work a lot, can also work 30 hours per week in Spain. I mean, in this case, an employee, if you are full-time employee, um, if you are a full-time employee, you don't want to work in Spain because you don't have time. But the good thing about coming as a student is that you can apply from Spain, and applying from Spain avoids consulates. like California, that
Yeah.
Los Angeles. Uh,
Well,
take time. They take a lot of time giving appointments. They give a lot of problems, even with a non-lucrative. If you have how you say hipoteca, a
yeah.
mortgage in your house, they are giving problems. They shouldn't. So with a lot of non-lucratives, that is a problem. We do students from Spain. Okay. So these are things that we try to give solutions to problems in immigration that shouldn't be there. Uh, but with the application of the law by that consulate or that immigration office, it's becoming impossible to do.
Yeah, exactly. They deny
Okay.
the access to the citizen. So yeah, we have.
And another thing that you mentioned this, and it's something that they ask a lot. With a nomad visa, you can access to the Spanish passport or to the long-term residency.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have when you apply for a nomad visa, you have a 3 year permit, residence permit, and you can renew it for 2 years. So if you are, I don't know, Mexican, Latino, you can do it for one. You are being here for 2 years. So
Yes.
then the Spanish citizenship.
Normally, if you are for the US, UK, or some other that is not Ibero-America, you are going to search for the long-term residency,
Yeah,
okay?
and then
But it's very good. The long-term residency that we will explain it is a residency for your whole life. So if you reach the 5 years without being out 10 months, so it's very, very tough, okay? But you will have a residency and a work permit for your whole life, okay? Even if you go back 20 years to your country, you can come back and have a residency and a work permit. So it's also a very good option, the
yeah.
long-term residency, and shorter for all of you that you are not from Ibero-America, because it's 5 years instead of 10. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a really good permit. And I am writing another comment. Hello, ma'am. I guess let me know requirements for Nomad visa.
Okay.
Uh,
Do a little summary of the requirements.
we need a university title or 3 years of experience. I mean, alternative, we don't need both. We also need a contract. Like we said, if you don't have it, we can create one uh, based on the relationship you are being keeping. You have to get at least 30,000 euros per year. Yeah. You also need to prove that the company you work for, if you're an employee, has more than 1 year of real activity. We also make a draft because they have to permit that you work from Spain. So we always make a letter so that the company can sign it, allowing you to come here and work for here.
Well, really, what it has to say is that you are allowed to work remotely, not
Yeah,
really from Spain, because maybe
because
in
you're
your
a
contract is
nomad.
yes, maybe in your contract with your clients is already said that you will work remotely, then will be okay.
Criminal records from where you have been in the last 2 years, and a draft saying that you have no criminal records for the five. And regarding to the social security, as we told you, if you are from a country, Russia or United Kingdom, a social certificate saying that you're covered for your origin country. And if you don't, if you're a freelancer, it's enough with a compromise saying that you will enroll in the social security system in Spain. And I think that's all. That's the
Okay,
summary.
and something very important are apostils and
Yeah,
translation. So I feel that this is one of the applications in which more translations
yeah,
we need to do, because we need to do translations of the contracts, of the invoices, of all
yeah.
the official documents like the criminal records, like the degree. So and it can't be even if you know Spanish, you cannot translate it. It has to be an official translation
Sure.
from the list of the Ministry of Affairs. We have one. We always include that in the package, but if you are doing it
And we do not
yourself,
have one. We have the best
okay, yes, of course.
translator because he's fast. We
Tamara.
ask anything. Yeah, we love Tamara, and she does it in the moment. So even if we have an emergency,
Yeah.
someone that wants to hire, and she or he has been a lot of time here in Schengen, because that's another important thing. If you want to apply from Spain, you have to do it in the 90 days after you enter in Schengen area, not Spain. For example, France, a lot of people come from Paris, so that's great, and our translator is the best.
Yes. Well, that are the requirements. Good luck to everyone. Of course, contact us if you want or consultation, okay? Or, of course, the total process. As Noelia said, we have already had around more than 30 approvals, 2 denials, okay, which are the ones that we are appealing, the ones of payments from PayPal.
Yeah.
The ones that they are not, they say that they are not family member having 2 children and apartments together. So these are real big problems that we have to solve, because these are the rights of our clients. But it's good to share us, as I said, share us all your experience, please, and
It's really
we will all learn about it, about them, and find a solution maybe.
yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Noelia,
Let us know all your questions, and we will be answering it so we can all learn. Thank you
and
so
thank
much.
you to everyone to listen to us and to comment and everything, because it's much more useful this way. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye
Bye.
bye.